Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I hope this New Year's is starting off well for you. I think it is for us. I've started this video 3 or 4 times and it never fails. Something happens and I stop and start over again and stop and start over again. I have hearing aids from some auditory nerve damage. And so my phone is Bluetoothed into my ears, and I keep forgetting to turn off my Bluetooth so that it doesn't ring in my ears. Just a few things. I have not gotten to completely dressed today, and it's already kind of late in the day, but I've got some errands to run here in a little bit. So I'm going to finish putting on some makeup, but I kind of wanted to talk while I do. So if I'm looking in the camera, you can see me. If not, I'm looking at makeup or whatever down here. But I just kind of wanted to chat. So I have posted a few things about TruAura, which is the company that I am representing now, and the makeup and the skincare and the treatments that I use on my skin. That my skin has never looked better. It has just never looked better. I absolutely love everything. And one of the things, and I've said it 100 times already, is that one of the things that caught my eye is, okay, I'm a registered nurse, and I have worked my entire nursing career in surgery, which I'm not doing anymore. But prior to that, I was a naturopathic nutritionist. And for 20 years, I worked in the natural health industry. And I worked with a lot of natural vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. But one of my specialties was probiotics. I worked with a lot of companies where we did testing on probiotics to determine the viability in certain companies' products. And I also was a part of doing a bunch of trials to see if a product said it had 30 million or 30 billion live cells, the probiotic cells. We wanted to know that it had 30 billion, because if we were going to utilize it in our business and sell it to our customers, we wanted to know that the labeling was true. So I was part of a lot of that. So when TruAura came along, and one of the main things was, it was a company where their skincare and their treatments and their makeup line and everything is probiotic based, prebiotic based. It really caught my eye. So why is that? Why is it probiotic based? Why is it prebiotic based? Why is it that we talk about it being microbiome friendly? I said I was going to put makeup on. I hadn't done it yet, have I? So microbiome friendly. Microbiome friendly is extremely important, especially these days. People on some of my posts have asked me, well, what is microbiome? And they've questioned, is that microbiome friendly? I'm not even sure what that is, but it's a question that's coming up. So what is your microbiome? It's an ecosystem that we all have. It's probably more individualized to you than your fingerprints. If you can kind of conceive that everybody's fingerprints are different, but your microbiome is even more different. It's an ecosystem that's made up from the time you're born. Now, when you are in utero, you have a layering of skin. You have a lot of the components of your microbiome that you share with your mother. But the minute you are born and they wash all that cheesy film off of you, you immediately start forming your own that's individual to you. Okay, so what is it made up of? It's made up of water, electrolytes, fatty acids, minerals, and microorganisms. And you say, like bacteria. You say bacteria. Well, yes, there are good bacteria and there are bad bacteria. And your microflora, your microbiome, your ecosystem is made up of good and harmful bacteria. Now, when I was working in the natural health industry, one of the things that I preached every single day was probiotics. There was not one day that I didn't work that I wasn't talking about the benefits of probiotics, acidophilises, lactobacilluses, Bulgaricus cultures, and the viability of such. So I would tell people every single day that that was the most important thing that they could be taking. If they were taking it internally, they would come into my store and say, if of the thousands of products that I had, if you could sell me only one thing, what would it be? It would always be a probiotic. Why is that? So when they would ask, I would tell them, well, first of all, I would get this so many times. Well, I eat yogurt, so I'm getting probiotics. Yes, but in the case of your internal flora, your yogurt that you eat is more like a prebiotic because it is a food that keeps your internal bacteria alive and well. It helps to keep it multiplying, but it can't reestablish it, if that makes any sense at all. There's not enough in yogurt to reestablish it in your system, especially if you've taken lots of antibiotics or eaten lots of sugar or things that are harmful to your probiotics, the acidophilises in your system, because there are so many things that destroy it. The same is for your skin, which is the largest organ in your system. So people would say, also, let's use this as an example. People would come into me and say, I have a horrible case of constipation. What do I take? What should I do? Well, the first thing I would tell them is to take probiotics and reestablish it in their gut. Well, 2 months later, if they would come in to me and they'd say, okay, I have a horrible case of diarrhea. What should I do? I would say probiotics to reestablish it in your gut. So why is it that from one extreme to the other, in that case, would they take the same thing? The same reasoning applies to what we are doing with skincare and treatments and makeup. It brings it back to a balance. If you have, like in the case of the gut, if you have an overacidic or an overalkaline system, the probiotics will bring it back into a balance where you won't have the constipation or the diarrhea. It will help to bring everything back to where it should be so that it's working properly. So the same holds true for your skincare. So when you're born and your microbiome is starting to form, it's affected by things you do outside in this world. It's affected by medications that you take. It's affected by things that you eat. That's why a lot of people have become more heart friendly in their eating and working to eat better for their liver and their internal organs. You should also be eating to maintain the health of your skin, because your skin is your barrier to things from the external world that can cause problems to you. We have a lot of people who say, well, I have over oily skin or extremely dry skin or acne or rosacea, or there's just a number of things. And one of the things that we tell them is that our products are being microbiome friendly will help to bring that back to a balance. When you bring it back to a balance, then your balance actually is out of balance. Your balance is having a higher degree or a higher number or a weightier probiotic, good bacteria, than pathogenic bacteria or harmful bacteria. So you don't want a level scale. You want your healthy bacteria to be at a higher level than your bacteria that can be harmful. We all have, like, say, in our nasal passages, we all have Staphylococcus aureus that lives in our nasal passages. It doesn't cause a problem if your good bacteria and your healthy bacteria are at a higher level. So the same holds true with your skin. Now, when you have breakages in your skin or dry skin that cracks or acne, you have created an entrance from your external barrier, your acid mantle, which is a protective layer of film that you have over your body. So when you have breaks in your skin, especially with acne that can become so inflamed and so and infected, you're opening and you have an entrance to deeper levels. The deeper levels, like say down into the subcutaneous level. Why do we give? Why, as a nurse, why would I give a subcutaneous injection to someone? Because there's a vascularity there that will carry that medication, that subcutaneous medication. It will carry it through your system, through your blood vessels and into your bloodstream. The same holds true for the subcutaneous level of your skin. When you have breakages, acne that becomes infected, then into that subcutaneous level, it will carry those bacteria, the harmful bacteria. It will carry that infection throughout. So you want to work to maintain a healthy microbiome, a healthy outer layer of your skin, and down into the dermis of your skin, because some of the ingredients that we have in our products will reach deeper than the outer layer of your skin and down into the dermis. Why? Because, like I talked about a while ago, the capillary system and the blood flow that connects that area of your body to your other areas of your body, it's a carrier system. It helps to take nutrients that you have in some of our treatment products to receptor sites in the body that tell your body to react a certain way. Well, what we're trying to do is get that certain way to be reacted to rebuild collagen, to rebuild elastin, to rebuild the health of the underlying skin. So microbiome, why do we want to nourish it? Why do we want to be good to it? That's why. So much of what happens inside your body is reflective of what's happening outside your body. Another thing is with probiotics, it does bring things back to balance. So if you have say an overly dry skin or overly oily skin, by bringing your skin back into balance, by bringing your microbiome back into balance, you are correcting a problem that a lot of people will make special skincare for, oily or for dry or for whatever. If all you're doing is bringing your skin back into a good, healthy balance, then all you need is one program. You don't need different programs for different skin conditions, because it's just that, the condition. And if you bring the condition of your skin back to a healthy balance, then you are reversing the problem that you have. So that being said, people are asking, why is the microbiome so, why do we talk about it so much? That's why, because everything we do, everything we produce, everything we make, our skincare, our treatment lines, all of our makeup, all of our eyeshadows, all of our lipsticks, our mascara, everything is probiotic based, prebiotic based, microbiome friendly. I hope that kind of gives you an explanation as to why it's important and what it is. I am on my Facebook page, Truly Beautiful You with Kathy Budjenska. I'm going to kind of do a series of about the microbiome and why it's important to nourish it. TruAura's, I guess one of their taglines is that it's a healthy diet for your skin, and it truly is. So I hope you take the time and check it out. I'm going to post some links under here to give you some good things to read. I'm going to post a link under here to give you an opportunity to go to my TruAura beauty page and kind of check some things out. You might also hit on my TruAura beauty page in the top left-hand corner, there's a drop-down box. Hit the drop-down box and go to blog. There's some great articles in our TruAura blog that I'd love for you to go to and read. But as for that, that's what I have to offer to you today. So just kind of keep watching. I'm going to try and do some things now on probiotics in prebiotics in the microbiome, and then just some of our skincare products. Coming up next, I'm going to start with our core four and kind of introduce you to our core four. So be watching for that. And I hope you all have a blessed day and a happy new year.